What's up everybody, DZ for you today with another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. Today's topic, as you can see by yourself, the title, the thumbnail and in the background, it's gonna be a quick guide on the Green Fraudrin, the 10 commandment-ish boy of selflessness. Yeah. So, but he's not actually a commandment, his actual commandment is carried by another dude. I will not spoiler it. But yeah, so he has no commandment. Unlike the name, yeah, all commandments have a second passive, he does not. But he in particular doesn't need a second passive because his passive is really strong by itself. Like it compromises that he has no commandment because the passive is really good. It's basically a pure PvP passive, but when the combat class of Fraudrin is higher than one of the enemy, he will make that the enemy can't get any ult gauge orb increase for 2 turns. This is not a debuff, this is just a basic grey thing. So you can't cleanse it, it's just there and it happens and you can't remove it, it's there. So basically this is a really good thing. So you basically block all enemies. When he's like, when you really wail into this unit, he can just do insane amount of value for you. And yeah, so now his first skill is I would say a typical barn skill, because it's basically extort and the numbers are the same, like 180 damage and 20% extort. Extort is like you stealing attack and defense from the enemy for 1 turn. For 2 turns, 200 damage single target and 30% extort. And on rank 3 it's 250, the 2 turn is keeping, and like 50%. So it's basically a barn skill. His second skill is an AoE hit with 140 damage on all enemies, and the second, yeah, great, I would say. So the silver card is an AoE buff removal. So this is nice against the mono red teams, so you can basically strip level 3 Arthur buff by a level 2 AoE with Fraudrin, which is really nice. And level 3 also cancels stances, so this can actually cancel out the green Estarossa, yeah. And his ultimate is a single target hit with ult gauge orb decrease by 3. And yeah, so basically, as I told you in the beginning, you have to wail into this unit, like get him all costumes, all weapons and heads and all the fancy things. You need to 6 out of 6 him, give him at best UR gear, and then he will do like insane work for you in PvP. But if you're not there, I did a PvP video on him already, so check that out if you want to, and then you will see what he can dish out for you in the early part, I would say, in the free-to-play area when you're not wailing into him. And yeah, and the finish part where I finish him, like 6 out of 6 UR gear, this has to be done yet. And yeah, that's it. You can use him like in PvP, that's basically the thing he shines the most. But I also use him in training cave, like every other unit. I told you in the 2-minute guide that you can use it in the training cave. And yeah, but in other PvE content he's just not that great, because in raids not that good, in farming there are way better options out there. And yeah, but as I told you, he's great in PvP. And yeah, that's a quick guide on Fraudrin, so make sure you wail into him, otherwise he's not that great. And thanks for watching, see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe if you're a man of God, and Zeldris for president, and yeah, bye.